Hello! In today's rather windy Archaeoscoop, my top 3 headlines are as follows. Headline number 1 comes from Ethiopia. Unfortunately, I can't be more precise than that, where the world's oldest stone hand axes have been identified. Excavated over the course of the past 2 decades, the Association for Research and Conservation of Culture in Ethiopia has confirmed that these are probably the oldest stone tools, or indeed tools, made by a human-like species. The tools are also found in an area where there are fossils of Homo erectus as well, so it seems that these were probably used by those creatures. This is a remarkable find, and well, it only took 20 years to date them. Anyway, a great story. Check out headline number 1 for more on that. Headline number 2 actually comes from the Colosseum in Rome, where over the past few months there's been an effort to clean up years of grime and calcification, which has taken its toll on the building and actually covered up, it seems, ancient graffiti from a couple of thousand years ago. So actually, in the course of uncovering this, what they're finding are people inscribing words possibly such as vengeance or symbols of victory, and also faces, which the researcher describes as being one of the most common insignia to actually be inscribed or graffitied in the ancient world. So a fascinating little section of the Colosseum. Apparently it's going to be put on show to the public. There will be access to the public in the coming months, and it's likely to be sort of screened off so other people can't add to the graffiti. Although rather pleasingly, there was a little note in the story about the fact that Romans had a concept of graffiti where you would leave a space so people could actually add their own comment or element to it. None of this tagging over tags business going on. So check out headline number 2 for more on that. Headline number 3 comes from Timbuktu. Yes, it is a real place. In the past few months there's been a series of stories coming from the city with regards to, wow, that is windy, with regards to Islamist militants actually taking over Timbuktu and threatening the heritage and history therein. On Monday, French and Malian soldiers liberated the city. They moved in and drove out the militants. But very quickly there was a story coming forward from the mayor of Timbuktu saying the documents, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of documents have been destroyed by these militant maniacs. But that story now has been revised somewhat, as it seems that of the 40,000 manuscripts from the Ahmed Baba Institute and 300,000 documents from the area surrounding the city, only a small proportion have actually been destroyed because there was a concerted effort early last year to move many of them away into safe houses around Timbuktu. Staff and residents, it seems, took their lives into their hands, quite literally, by doing this. But in doing so, they have actually preserved a treasure trove, which the National Geographic describes as golden, of North African history and heritage. So well done to them, I applaud them. The safe houses in question, and indeed the people, aren't being named or being located because obviously they don't want reprisals or indeed people to come back in the city and destroy them. But these militants linked with supposedly Al-Qaeda were looking to destroy these un-Islamic documents, and while they did succeed in destroying some in the Ahmed Baba Institute, they were left there deliberately so that people wouldn't think that, or rather the militants wouldn't think that they had been moved. So some were sacrificed, but most were saved, thankfully. So for more on that story, check out headline number 3. For those news stories and all the other news stories from the past few days, check out the links in the underbar below. As ever, read to your heart's content. There's plenty of good news stories there. Also, please do check out the video I did on Monday with regards to the National Trust and whether or not it is indeed for everyone. That video is already making waves and causing the press office at the National Trust to have to respond. And actually in the coming days there's going to be some very specific action by the members of the ICP, and also actually hopefully I'll be able to share a document with particular people which will underline the fact that actually there is a plan to close down the ICP, because the press release makes it sound as though they're just rejigging, but they're not, they're closing it down. So check out that video for more on that. Thanks for watching, and until next time guys, bye bye.